Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and before we hop in, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for 2 Ulti Pot of Desires. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is like the video, subscribe, and comment anything down below, and you'll be entered in. And then, let's hop right into the video. So we're going to see Studs Group Chat, which is me, going up against Cash Stash 225. And I have 256 rating, they have 219 rating, start of the format. So we're going to go ahead and hop right in, and I'm going to win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then I'll decide to go first. 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Fenrir, Angler, Druisworm, Veiler, and Beaver. They have Map, Swords of Concealing Light, Prosperity, Empen, and then Dark Ruler. So we can see that they're deciding to play like hard going second cards like these and not hand traps. Then I'm gonna go special summon Fenrir, and this was a toxic replay that everybody wanted to see. Also, I opened a Beaver plus Angler probably half my matches this day. It was kind of crazy how much I was drawing Angler. So cash tier is kind of meh. I agree. Summon Beaver, Beaver effect goes summon. I actually want to see if I make any misplays because I wasn't even thinking about that in this. Like when I was gonna post this, I was just thinking about like the toxicness. But Gigantic, Detach, go summon Swap Frog, and then Swap Frog effect, go dump. And that's going to go ahead and dump Swap. Swap Frog, bounce back, discard Angler, summon out Swap. Angler effect, go summon out 2 Beavers from the deck. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and use the Beavers, make Elf, and then Elf effect, bring out Swap Frog, overlay those, make Toad, and then that is going to be it for my turn. So I end with Fenrir, Toad, Veiler, Druisworm, and then follow up off the Toad. So it's not like the best end board ever, but I didn't open like a Swap Frog or a Sprite card, so I wasn't able to like do Sprites and Swap, which is what you want to be doing most of the time. I was only able to go for this. Then they draw Eagle, so standby phase, Toad effect. I said K. They said, when did you activate Toad? What phase? I said standby phase, which, I mean, come on now, like, this is the only phase you could do it. Go ahead, bring out the Dupe Frog. Then they said, good, main phase. And I said, are you leaving main phase? Yeah, I couldn't tell because they just kept saying all that. Said, I have priority, I'll start. And then they activate Dark Ruler. And right here, I was pretty sure that they were trolling me just because, like, you know, main phase. I have priority, I'll start. They said response to Dark Ruler. I already said okay. They said hello, you there, call the judge. Said let me know when you're not AFK. And then right here I said that because there's no way a normal person acts the way that this guy does, but I forgot that I was playing on DB where more than half, no, I'd say about half your opponents, man, they are just some weirdos. But said Dark Ruler, I said, do I need to respond twice? No need to be rude, check yourself, youngster, it's a 2-player game. I said okay. They said don't like it, then go draw in your corner. And I didn't even know what they meant by that. And I still don't know what they mean by that. What do you mean go draw in a corner? But they activate swords now. And then I go ahead and right here I showed them, like, I said okay, like the second Dark Ruler was used. I said Chain Link 2, I'll go ahead and use Toad. They said, bro, you can't, it's Dark Ruler. And I said, why can't I? I don't understand. Said, all face-up monsters are negated. And I said, why are you, and then they said, why are you doing this? I said, so I can't use my effect. Said, read Dark Ruler no more, but you're trolling, so we'll let the judge decide if you're going to continue your tantrum. And said, I'm going to ask you to please keep the judge call active, you make no sense. Yeah, I was asking him that because my opponent canceled the last judge call, and I wanted this one to, like, stay because my opponent was just on something else. Because there's no way, like, you're a normal person and you just, like, start a match like this. So you make no sense. There's no reason I can't activate my effect. How are you activating totally under Dark Ruler? And I said, why couldn't I use it? And they said, Dark Ruler no more. Negates it. And I said, does that say I cannot activate my effects? Said, sorry, I'm confused. No worries, it's cost. And then cancels the call. I said, lol, response to Toad. And then I recalled the judge because, like I said, I wanted the judge call to stay active. I asked them to do it, and they still canceled it, so I just, like, recalled it. But, I mean, we are going to continue here, but I wanted the judge to come because you could already tell that there's going to be a lot of things that you need judge calls with when your opponent has used 2 cards and you've had 2 judge calls. They all go face down, and on new chain link you can activate Toad effect. Yep. So Toad, grab back Beaver. Said, cool, done with your antics, can we continue? I said yes. Activate Pot of Prosperity. Play, cost. And then they go ahead and banish. And said no response. You're spamming cost and I'm the weirdo, cringe. I know how prosperity works. I said, then why did you declare with no cost? You're just being obnoxious. Yeah, right there I probably was being a little bit obnoxious, but I think they also took forever, because this person, yeah, I'll find out. We'll see. When did they activate prosperity? Activated it, declared it. I asked cost, I misspelt it, so I asked it again, and then I went to go type it with a question mark, and then I missed it again, and then I wasn't going to retype it again. And then they go ahead and they banish. And then look at the top 6. So just play takes so long. So they grab adventure, and then they put everything back. So now they have like the classic map, eagle, adventure. So you take so long on such an easy deck. Stop being mad. And then activate map, map effect, reveal eagle, banish Robin, summon eagle, eagle 1, Robin 2. I give that a good old thumbs up because I know they have adventure, so I'm not about to just Valor eagle and let them use adventure there. So they decide to chain adventure, and they go ahead, they banish, and then I say no response. They said, man, you're so impatient. I said, just play correctly, and we'll look back on this one soon. Said, no reason to ever declare it in hand like that. Yeah, they declared it in hand, targeted eagle. Like, you just activate it and banish eagle, and like everyone gets what's going on. But they go ahead, search Toucan, gang 500, grab back Robin, go search off eagle for the Mega Monarch. And then right here, I said this because I know that they were going to mess it up. I said, adventure does not leave the field until the end of the chain link. So the Flounderies in the event of adventure is supposed to stay on field until the entire chain link is over with. So I bring that up, and they said, bro, what is your problem, man? I'm asking you to play correctly. They said, you're affecting your own karma, you do you. I said, karma? Yeah, they're talking about karma like my name is Earl. But they go ahead and they take this off field, which means this is their regular normal summon. This is not the summon off of Eagle, because for it to be the summon off of Eagle, it would need to be on the chain link. Because it's like when Floundery's Eagle is resolving, you summon, and then like a new chain link happens. But they set adventure to graveyard, which means that the chain link ended, which means that this is now their regular normal summon and not their extra normal summon. Which is why I even tried to help them out and said adventure does not leave the field till the end of the chain link. And like my opponent wasn't a complete moron. They would have understood what I was trying to say to them. And they would have left this on field, resolved the chain link, summoned the Robin, then adventure goes to graveyard, then new chain link activate the effects. But new chain link, Robin 1, Eagle 2, I said think, and they started resolving. And I go ahead and Valor, that's chain link 3 to negate that. They grab back Eagle. And then I went ahead and just typed out some of the cards in their hand. The Eagle, Toucan, Monarch. And I already knew they had Empen. Like, I had a fairly good read on Empen because they searched Mega Monarch. Said, play faster, please. Wait. And they summoned Toucan. And I said, negated Robin. They said, that's my regular normal summon. And then I said, you already used your regular normal summon on Robin. Everything else off map. No, you didn't extra summon off Eagle. And then right here, I try to describe to my opponent, I said, Robin was the summon, the chain link was done, then you normal summoned. They said, that's why adventure was in graveyard, the chain link ended, I even give you a chance to fix it. They said, what? I used adventure on Eagle. And see, my opponent is so dumb, they don't even understand the concept of how chain links work. And they said, but you messed up, and then you added and sent adventure to graveyard, the normal summon Robin, that's a regular normal summon. Chainlink 1 Eagle, Chainlink 2 Robin, Chainlink 3 Adventure. No. Yes. Yes, but you searched Eagle's Chainlink 1. When that resolves, I get to immediately normal. Then you chose to not normal. I said, and then this is where I told him, like, I asked him to play properly. And they said eagle is chain link 3, it's chain link 1. Yeah, eagle's chain link 1, it resolves backwards. That's correct. So if you wanted to summon off eagle, then why is the chain over? They said, how is the chain over with 3 chains? Bro, you're reaching. And I was like, bro, you're so slow. Like, yeah, this person was just, like, so dumb. They just, like, they didn't understand what I was saying. And you're about to find out why. And I said, on the chain, adventure went to graveyard, then Robin was summoned. They said, no, Robin back to hand. Adventure went to graveyard because the whole chain link was done. They said, then eagle resolves. That's how chain links work. So they said that adventure goes to graveyard, then Robin goes to hand, then eagle goes ahead and searches. So they think that, okay, so if the chain link was like, I don't even know, Robin 1, Adventure 2, and Adventure banished Robin, they would put Adventure into graveyard and then search off of Robin, because they think that the card goes to graveyard the second it's done resolving, but it doesn't go to graveyard until the whole chain link is done resolving. I said, you don't even understand what I'm asking. Low rated is insane. I resolved fine, you're reaching. You resolved incorrectly. You added Toucan off adventure, and then Robin, then eagle added. And then they said, bro, no, it was in graveyard. And then see right here, that's when I said, then adventure went to graveyard. Next action should have been summon Robin. No, bro, it was in graveyard, chain link 3. And they said, it was the first thing I did, chain link 3. And I said, cards don't go to graveyard until the end of the chain. You aren't real. Said, bro, is this what you do, ho? It makes you feel good. I said, you misplayed twice, by the way. We can actually go over those. So they started with Dark Ruler, and then their next play was activate Swords of Concealing Light. But why did they activate Swords of Concealing Light when there's just no point? My whole field's already blanked. So what's the point of blanking it more? I guess you should play, and then main phase 2, if there's stuff left, you can go ahead and activate this to flip it face down. But that was a misplay. They activated Adventure on Eagle. That was a misplay. That was like a very obvious misplay. They went from playing through Veiler very, very easily. I was literally about to scoop to straight messing up and playing like garbage. Because I was trying to find a good spot to Veiler. And I was like, oh, with Adventure there, like it's way harder. You can't just like Veiler a little bird like that. I said it's YuGiOh. I resolved Eaglin and normal summon after. How did I misplay? You use swords for no reason. How is it for no reason? It's like, this guy doesn't understand. Like, what is it? What did it do? And used adventure for no reason. What did it do? How is for no reason? You played bad. You're not some pro. It's like, I'm just not garbage. Like, I have, like, reasonings behind cards being activated. And that's it. I just use reasons. Like, why would I use this right here? And that's it. Said, never heard of you. Well, to be fair, I was on like an alt account. I bet you a lot of people haven't heard of Stud's group chat, but Stud's group chat is insane. Said, wait for judge, please. Said, imagine trying to be polite by using please after you've been acting. Absolute. So that's so weird. I don't even want to say it. It sounds weird. But yeah. I said, you're kind of bad at the game. Said the West is a circus, and then said you literally know who I am. Yeah, because I don't know, he said like the corner thing, and then he said like the West is a circus, so like kind of felt like he knew who I was, but ended up he didn't know who I was. But at the game, said again, why would anyone take you seriously? Never heard of you. Why would you? Said you badge. Again, don't care, didn't ask. If you took me seriously, you'd be 10 times better. I swear that he would, because he would just think about his plays. That's it. That was like the whole problem with this. And he just doesn't know YuGiOh. So don't care, didn't ask. Why do you hate me? Ooh woo. Yeah, I started messing with him at this point. At this point I was just like, I don't like this guy at all. So I was just like, alright, I'll do whatever I can to go under his skin. And I felt like he was like a very serious person, so if I start hitting him with stuff like this, he would just completely fold. So why do you hate me? I'll win the judge call. Don't care. But until then, I'm going to go eat. And then, yeah, there's probably like a 10-minute break in between this. I went and ate. He worked on his SCs for Sec Plus, which I don't know what any of that is. Crazy part is even if I let you cheat, I still win. Yeah, cause like, well, he just passes here. I know his entire hand, so he just passes. I go elf, summon. Go ahead, elf, summon Toad. Use those. Link in the Phoenix. Phoenix effect. Pop swords. Flip, and then just win. Like very, very, very easily. Said, I'm a stranger, you can open up and not be judged. And this is where he just starts getting weird. Said, I won't tell anyone you know. You can vent with me. I know life is hard sometimes. And then I said, I just got some Supreme True Religion. Yeah, it's actually a new sweatshirt I just got. I can't wait for it to come in. It's pretty nice. It is indeed gas. And like, I don't know what this guy was even talking about. He said, you can open up to me and vent. I was like, that was what was on my mind, I guess. I didn't know what I was supposed to talk to this guy about. How can you type that and not feel embarrassed? Me and the mates are laughing. And that's right when they said mates. Because they said mates, the West is a circus. Hey. All I'm saying, you already know. People still wear True Religion. And then just say you broke. Flexing jeans. Play me for bread. Flexing jeans. You seem like you need a friend. He does. I don't think this guy actually had friends laughing with him. I think he may have been sitting in a room by himself having a very bad time, and I think he needed this. So it's a hoodie. Yeah. So your life will have meaning when you get your priorities straight. And I said I've worked every day for 3 years. Yeah, it's like I feel like my priorities are straight enough, right? Materials are temporary, son. You know this already. So my priorities are pretty straight. You really just said you worked 1,095 days straight. My lifelong goals are coming slowly but surely. Yup. Bro, that's why no one takes you seriously. I literally have worked every day. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like technically cap because like I've gone to YCS's, but like I still had like videos uploading on those days, and like I'll always do something. I've only had 2 days since December 3rd, 2019, where I've like truly taken off, and yeah, so I've had like 2 days completely off. Also, I'm recording this December 4th. I forgot to bring it up yesterday on the channel, but that was my 3-year anniversary of pretty much just working, like uploading videos every day on here, which is cool. Said, lol, good for you, little one. Fair enough. And then that's when I said, you really don't know who I am. Because I thought they were just trolling me the entire time because they knew who I was. And then they didn't believe that, like, I did anything for 3 years straight. And I was like, oh, they really don't know. And I was like, oh, fair enough. So check me out on YouTube, DB Grinder. Of course, always got to get the subscribers. Come on. Said you're not a good person. Fair enough. If you believe that, then that is your own opinion. Bro says you. Yeah, no, this guy was happy. This guy's whack. Would not associate with you. You played like a bot and then called judge while BMing. Yeah, this guy literally was calling, like, declaring Dark Ruler, calling a judge after I said okay. You need to listen to some Lil Durk, bro. Yeah, fair enough. Too much built up anger in you. Listen here, youngster, you're trying to rule shark and low rated. Your brain clearly hasn't fully developed. Youngster, I'm literally 26. Yeah, I was joking, because I'm actually 32, but I want him to think I'm younger than I actually am. Said, and you act like this, not a chance. I said, this guy, you BM'd and then lost, simple as that. Like, look at this. Literally, declared Dark Ruler. I said, okay. They said, response, question mark, declared it. Said, hello, you there? Question mark, called the judge. That's crazy. I'll admit, I didn't see the okay. But for you to get this riled up over that, this means there's something mentally off. And, like, he wasn't even riled up over that. So that's okay. You're really trying to be a therapist right now? I'll sit here with you, son. We can't talk about, or we can talk about all your troubles while you wait. My only problem is that you broke. Yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to say? Like, what am I supposed to say when I'm arguing with somebody that's not even real? Like, obviously this is, like, a real person, but, like, I don't know them at all. So, like, how am I supposed to argue with this guy on DB? So I'm just gonna bring up dumb stuff like, yeah, bro, you broke. Said, well, you already went through a tantrum, might as well. I don't even know what that is. That's like what kids do. It's like being mad, I guess. I don't know. You say I'm broke without knowing. And this is where I was like, because I go, the more we talk, the longer the video is going to be. I wasn't even going to make this a video. I swear I wasn't even going to make this a video. And then I just wanted him to subscribe to me. I was like, I'll bring up my YouTube channel again. I'll make him subscribe to me, and I'll know when I get him as a subscriber because I'll see it go up one. And I was like, I'll get him by the end of this. Said, blurting things without such proof, how childish of you, ... means, yeah, and I literally copied what he said right here. Means there's something mentally off, because he said, blurting things without proof, how childish of you, but he literally just did it. And he was being serious about it. I was just like joking, saying like, you broke. Said, oh, this is what you do. You get disrespectful for content. You kids, man. This guy's so bad. Like, I would actually play this guy for so much money. All these people that talk trash in YuGiOh never want to play for bread in YuGiOh. It's crazy. Said, on God, play me for bread. You bad. No way you're 26 and have that vocabulary. I said, oh, this is where the judge comes. Shout out Kitty Trouble. You have saved me so many times. Said, hi, my opponent went Eagle 1, Robin 2, Adventure 3, resolves it all. And then afterwards summons Robin. After sending Adventure to grave, meaning the chain ends. Said, no, after resolving Eagle. I even gave him a chance to fix himself, but he chose not to. And then right here I said, and usually if you talk to a judge, don't talk this much. Like, you kind of have to learn how to talk to judges on DB in real life. Because, like, a lot of times if you talk too much and say extra things, there's just no need to. You can just, like, not say that many words. But here, like, I said, no offense, but I assume my opponent isn't well aware of how the game works, as we've had many problems in just turn 1. And then here, oh, well, I ended up telling him, I was like, alright, yeah, this dude needs to be set to beginner. Like, I don't think he knows how to play the game at all. Like, honestly, because, like, if someone gets set to beginner, then the match is a draw, so you don't get a win or anything. And, alright, I don't get any points, so this would have all been for nothing. But I was like, this guy needs to be set to beginner, so that way no one else has to deal with this, because this is insane. Said, judge checked the logs, player is clearly under a lot of stress. Been uncooperative. I'm just trying to get through this game and go to bed. He's milking this for his YouTube channel, ... Not interested in the... Bro, this guy just says fake words. Like, this just not real. You call judge 3 times this turn, no. You the clown that's giving me the content to start with. Yeah, like, it's not like I just hop in a match and I'm like, alright, yeah, let's be super toxic towards this guy and then make a video out of it. No, I played like 5 matches before this, and actually the match right before this, my opponent was super chill. And this was my last, it's always the last match. It's always like, alright, one more game. I'll play one more game and hop off. It'll be quick, 25 minutes in and out. Low rated, 15 minutes. Nope. Said shush, let the judge do their job. And you see right here, like with the ooh, I was trying to mess with him. I knew that this guy would get so mad over stuff like that. Embarrassing behavior. Sorry, I'm reading the log. Give me a bit. Said you're good. Kid goes, do you know who I am? Lol. The ego is humongous. Well, it wasn't that. I just literally didn't think it was possible that somebody would like treat a random person like this, so I thought there had to have been something else, but it wasn't. And this guy was just that bad at the game. I thought you knew. So the chain was Chainlink 1 Eagle, Chainlink 2 Banished Robin, Chainlink 3 Adventure, and then it describes how he used Map and Robin, and it's pretty obvious that the judge knows that. Sick. Yeah, and right here, my game started glitching. Like, I couldn't, like, I'd click Extra Deck, and just wouldn't pop up. I'd click Graveyard, just wouldn't pop up, and I was like, oh no. I was like, please work. So I came back into work. They said, studs, what is your argument here exactly? What are they doing that you say shouldn't happen? Lol, no way, he did a big deal for nothing. And then they sent Adventure to graveyard. Then afterwards, he tries to summon Robin. Said, where does it say that? The logs. I gave them a chance to fix it. I'm looking at the logs. You assume wrong. It's just crazy because this guy still doesn't understand what the argument even is. This guy doesn't even understand that Adventure going to graveyard means the chain link is over. And that's why, like, I had him put it back on field. But I assumed it was the regular normal summon. You assume wrong. Said, bro, you trash. 2 misplays, 1 turn. If you're so good at the game, why do you assume the wrong thing happened? This is embarrassing. They sent Adventure to graveyard before even resolving Robin. You're not able to argue here that they didn't summon off YuGiOh because of that. But, like, the thing is I had them fix it. And how am I supposed to, like, that's what I don't like, is, like, on DB, this happens so, I've had this happen many, many times. My opponents will just be bad and not know how game mechanics work. And because of that, they get an advantage from it because I assume that the game is being played correctly. You know, I assume my opponents know how cards work and know how chain links work. And then stuff like this happens. Like, oh, I'll never forget one time my opponent went activate Virtual World Roshi, target, dump, summon, and I said think on summon. I thought for maybe a minute and I go summon's fine. And then they brought back from graveyard off of Roshi and said I thought you were thinking on summon. And I said I am. You would have summoned back from graveyard if you were giving me time to think on summon. And then had a whole judge call over that. Just so many dumb judge calls. So many dumb judge calls. Said, Mr. DB Grinder, you owe me an apology. But no, I'm playing. Judge, my opponent needs to be set to beginner. Yeah. I don't care about the points here. Please, delinquent? Bro, I don't even know what this is. Just so many fake words. But they didn't know Dark Ruler, no more are this. They said clearly has no respect or moral fiber in his entire body. Cache gameplay, warning for sending spell to graveyard early. It does not send until all effects finish resolving. They also thought, yeah, that's literally what I said. Like, right as they typed that, I typed it. They said, no worries, judge. Lol. I don't see how I should be punished for my opponent not knowing how to play correctly. Yeah, because they were just getting a warning, and then we're still allowed to normal summon this. But I veilered Robin thinking that this was their normal summon, like their regular normal summon and not the extra one. And I said they shouldn't be allowed to summon Toucan as the regular normal summon was Robin. I said, I literally beat you anyways. How is this punishing you? They sent the card to grave before YuGiOh even started resolving. But then I had them put it back on field, so that way they could resolve it correctly. You're out of your pay grade here. Let the judge tells you what happens. Because I assume they're using the regular normal summon on Robin. But then afterwards say it was extra summon. Said it would be different if they added from YuGiOh, then sent Adventure to graveyard, but they tried to do the extra summon. Or then tried to do the extra summon. Then I would agree with you, but if they use their cards correctly, then this wouldn't be a problem. My opponent is slow. Sorry that you misunderstood their effects. Please continue. It's just crazy how my opponent, like, you see that? My opponent just got, like not, they were allowed to summon it, but it never mattered. It just never mattered. It was the principle behind it. It was the principle, because I was never losing this game. Durasworm, Banish, Draw, Standby Phase, Main Phase, Elf, Toad, and then use those, make Nightmare Phoenix, effects, and like, this turn didn't really matter. I was just playing super quick because I knew it was game over. I was just going to try to game them as fast as possible because I knew every card that they had. And I said, weird, as if you ever stood a chance. And then I started getting actual toxic. Playing that bad, lol. Kid, you have never experienced life. If you know, you know. If you had, you wouldn't act like this over a card game. You were proven wrong, tried to rule shark me. It's like, judge literally said I was right, but you don't know the game so much that they only gave you a warning. One time I played against this guy on DB, and he actually did like 3 or 4 misplays in one turn that I believed that all were cheats. I thought he was trying to cheat me over and over and over and over. And the judge gave my opponent a game loss, and my opponent complained so much about it that the judge actually revoked the game loss because of how desperate he was. That was a crazy judge call. That was actually crazy. And then Yeah, I went ahead and pulled up another tab of DB so that way I could check out like their stats. It said you were 21 and 11 on here. How is an all only got a 2-to-1 ratio? Said almost like you're not the all-knowing player you think you are. But it's just like that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just talking about how is your all only 21 and 11 when you're low rated. One false move. Said you misplayed 3 times that game. Let's see if you can do any worse this game. Yeah, because, like, once the BM start, that's the thing. That's how I am with all these things, at least. If my opponent starts the BM, I'll just keep it going. Because, like, I don't know, people take it to heart. But, like, I don't take it to heart, because how am I supposed to? Like, this guy just isn't a real person, you know what I mean? Like, this could literally be an AI. I don't know this guy. I'm not seeing him. I'm just seeing some random name behind the screen. So, like, how am I going to take whatever he says to heart when I don't care about this guy's opinions at all? So, yeah, and I'll talk trash back. You know how it is. Like, I'm not about to just let him talk trash on me. Said, still never said how I misplayed. Why would I believe you? I did. See, that's what I'm saying. This guy's slow. I have Starter, Gamma, Jet, Ash, Jet. They have Necro Valley, Harpies, Book of Moon, Mega Monarch, and Robin. I said Swords 1, Adventure 2. What was the other play? Not using Swords and not using Adventure yet. He's so bad he still doesn't see the misplay. You played in the hand traps, you used Adventure for no reason. Thought about scooping, but then you played bad. Now I open good game 2, GG's. Main phase 1 okay. Activate Necro Valley. And then here, yep, this first card is already a misplay. Why do you activate Necro Valley? Now I know you don't have map. I know 4 of your cards now. Well, I shouldn't say I know 4 of your cards. I should say I don't know 4 of your cards now instead of 5. So this card's now known. It's not doing anything. They're trying to play around Haveness against Sprite. So no response duelist. Yeah, the only reason you'd activate Necro Valley and then normal summon Robin is if you're playing against Tier Element and you do it because it plays around Haveness. This guy just did it for no reason. I said think on Robin. I go ahead chain Gamma. So let's play around Haveness versus Sprite. Lol, not real. Please Ash, please. Misplay counter already at 1 this game. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Learn respect and humility. See, just so many fake words. Maybe these words aren't spelled correctly. Maybe I've never seen them before, but they said shush thinking I might have a play. And I call it, see, said sorting it out. Now they're just salty because they know they lose. So I called the judge because, like, obviously my opponent is, like, slow playing. And the judge showed up instantly. Well, look at this. When I say instantly, called judge for AFK. Sorting it out. Called for slow play. High. 7 seconds the judge showed up. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see more on DB. I said, hello, judge. My opponent won't play. Judge, I might have a play. He's being obnoxiously impatient. I used Gamma 1 minute 30 seconds ago. So you're trolling me right now? And they said, okay, resolves. Weird. So destroy. Set books. Set harpies. Pass. Draw blue. And then here, I'm thinking, because, like, game 1, his deck had, like, Dark Ruler, Swords, and I was like, okay, he probably would have satted that stuff out, like, maybe, and put in stuff like Harpy's Featherstorm, and auto-win cards like that, maybe there's Macro set, so I was like, alright, I'm just going to start with Zeus, and then if I get stopped, I still have starters, so I can still play. So, normal summon Jet, and then special summon Blue effect. They said it's fine. They don't book a Moon Jet on summon, by the way. So I don't know why you set bluffs. Overlay, make Mannequin Cat, just because it has some attack on it. And they said summon. I said summon K. They said on summon thinking. I said just to confirm, because I know my opponent's bad. I said now when you say on summon, do you mean on summon or think on attempt of summon? Because you know I could still get hit with Judgment here. Judgment was a completely fair enough card. That was another one I thought that could have been set. That was like, alright, Judgment probably will happen, which is why I was trying to make it very clear here. Said, no, I mean on summon, young sir. I said, okay, I'll think first. They said, okay, I'll think second. Said, no triggers from me. I said, okay, still thinking on summon, sorting out the play. Play faster, I'll call judge again. So I go battle phase, attack, they go Book of Moon, chain starter, and then starter goes summon red. And then attack with red. Thinking on attack declaration, Book of Moon engrave. Why not Book of Moon my normal summon? Give me a second, not as long as you. I don't know what that means. So still thinking. Yeah, see, that's how bad they are. They have to think here. So attack. So they're going to take 12. Main phase 2, special summon Carrot. And then, oh, also something about Carrot that a lot of people don't know about Carrot and Red is, like, I contribute the set mannequin cap for these. So that just makes this play, like, infinitely safe. And then they're going to go ahead. Oh, and right here I thought it was really funny because I said thinking on special summon of Carrot. And then I said weird, Carrot, not Carrot, learn the spell. But we both spelled it wrong because there's supposed to be an A in it. Said Carrot actually spelled your own card wrong. Well, it's not my card. It's not my card. Don't. That's weird to say it like that. It's literally on the card. Weird. And I called Judge because they're taking so long because they were still thinking on summon there. And then special summon Jet. Jet effect goes search. So Jet go ahead and grab out Smashers. I was supposed to grab starter there. Well, I could probably rethink through this play and get a better play, but I just remember I went for Nightmare Phoenix, and then I discarded Smashers, and I was like, oh, I probably should have searched starter, since I only have one Smashers, and I'll still have another starter. So I go for Sprint effect, dump Angler effect, go bring out Double Beaver, and then nothing there. So I overlay, make Gigantic, and then Gigantic effect, detach and go summon. So detach, bring out Swap Frog effect, go dump Swap Frog. At this point, I think this set is either Harpy's Featherstorm, which is a complete, doesn't do anything, or I thought it was Dark Ruler No More. And I go for Nightmare Phoenix effect, discard, pop Necro Valley. I guess like Harpy's Featherstorm could have been very good because if they drew like an Eagle and then had like, Harpy's Featherstorm plus Eagle, that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I got Nightmare Phoenix, target Necro Valley to pop it, just that way I can double Toad. And then they made a draw offer. And I'm pretty sure I tell them, I said resolve, pop the Necro Valley. And then I'm going to go ahead and link, make elf effect, bring out Swap Frog, and then overlay. Said, I'm not drawing with you, because I tried to do a draw offer. So take the L, overlay, make Toad. And past it said, your confidence is dangerously low. You need to win at all costs. Nah. And YuGiOh, I don't even know. I just don't even know what this stuff means. What does confidence in YuGiOh even mean on DB like this? I just don't know. They draw Extravagance. And I said, thanks for the match, bro. I appreciate all you did for me. Main phase 1 is fine. They actually Extravagance. I know this is their top deck, not just because they didn't shuffle, but because they would have used this last turn. I said flip Dark Ruler because I thought that's what they were going to do over Extravagance. And right here, they're choosing their banishes off Extravagance. And I said, what are you doing? They said resolve. I said resolve it correctly. Maybe don't cheat. I said, why are you picking your banishes? They said, you're right. It's not Prosperity. And I said, nah, you cheat too much. Easily correctable. Put back. Play the game. Yeah, they were just taking so long. They were just trying to waste my time. So I literally started taking their banishes and putting it back for them. It's not the end of the world. You're getting emotional again. See, this guy's just not real. Most of the things he says I don't even understand. How do we randomize this? Just press the button to banish. Said please. Said hello. He continued to slow play. Now he's cheating once again. Think on that. And then said he said you're a piece of art or a piece of work. Said thank you. Not a compliment. You know it. So I go Toad to set. Gameplay warning for not banishing randomly. So I say Extravagance. And then Toad effect to add back. So I get to go ahead and add back the Beaver. And then also if my opponent's set is Dark Ruler No More, I don't get punished by using Ash on Extravagance. where if I Ash Extravagance, they flip Dark Ruler, and then the last card in hand is like an eagle or something, because this could have very well been like a tiny bird, because they tried to use a bird last turn and got stopped. And the thing is, I can't even like, I can't even assume that this is not Eagle because he's been playing bad, because turn 1 you would have summoned Eagle before Robin, so that way if you got stopped you have Harpy's Featherstorm live. But with how bad my opponent is, I know that he doesn't know how to think like that, so I can't read his hand properly because of how bad he plays. But I go ahead. They made another draw for the second the judge left. I said continue playing. I said your life will have meaning other than this game if you humble yourself. I said okay, and then called judge, called for slow play once again. Subbed to me, bro. Said arrogance derived from YouTube and YuGiOh will only take you so far. Understand that, youngster, or don't. Good night, and then left. And then we talked a little bit more because I messaged him right after this, and I said you're bad, and then we talked more. And this guy is just even more weird than I can possibly imagine. He went back to like trying to be my therapist, and I don't understand all these big words, man. I just live life, all right. I don't know all these like social standards, all right. I just live, have a good time. So I like arrogance derived from YouTube and YuGiOh. I just don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Like I don't know. But yeah, this guy is trash at the game. I stand by every single thing I said. Maybe went a little bit too far, but it was deserved because this guy wasted my time, BM'd me with Dark Ruler. Game 1 versus Sprite when I didn't even have Smashers set. I'm not going to take that. For me and all my Sprite brothers, we stand up and we don't accept this disrespect like that. No, we don't. So, buddy, you're bad. Now guess what? Now you're 22-12. That's unfortunate. Even having a worse record. I don't know, like having a good record on an ult is not something to be like that proud of, right? Like it's not hard, especially because he played the beginning of last format and the beginning of this format. So like he's only played low rated with this account and he's 22-12, only playing low rated. Like sure it can be harder for some decks to work in low rated, but his deck is like the definition of like DB rated, like just playing flounderies and like having to play against all this. Like this is like what you would expect from low rated DB. But seeing how long the match was, it was about 68 minutes long, almost there. But yeah, that's gonna be it. And with all that being said, if you want to enter the giveaway, again, all you gotta do is like, comment, and subscribe, and you'll be entered in to win 2 Potted Desires, Alti, near mint. So, peace.